Today's morning coffee vinyl side. The Tarriers, Hard Travelin', 1959. Described in various places, including the album jacket, as cosmopolitan and progressive, the Tarriers were founded by Erik Darling and Bob Carey in the mid-50s and were rounded out by a revolving door of third members, which included at one time actor Alan Arkin and Bluegrass Banjo virtuoso Eric Weissberg of Dueling Banjos from Deliverance fame. They wouldn't find a stable third member until Blues Rooted Clarence Cooper joined the trio in the late 50s. Early success for the Tarriers came in 1956 with the Banana Boat song, which was a hit for the group, but was also re-recorded as Day-O by Harry Belafonte, forever associating them with the Caribbean and Calypso. A product of the early 50s Washington Square Park folk scene, where young beatniks gathered to share and explore alternative political views while looking for truth in American and world roots music, the Tarriers' mixed-race lineup, Darling and Carey as yin and yang, was codified in the language used to describe them. Race mixing had serious political overtones in the 50s, and casting it as cosmopolitan was a way to marginalize the phenomena as the byproduct of big city living. Inspired by the Weavers, Darling would actually replace Pete Seeger in the Weavers and maintain both bands for a period of years. The Tarriers built a lot of the early roads that allowed folks like the Kingston Trio to commercially prosper. This album is very solid. It's serious-minded to be sure, but I note how fantastic the arrangements are by distinction. There's a lot of space in the mix and some nice syncopation and contrast in the parts and rhythms. In comparison, say, to Bud and Travis and the Kingston Trio, where there's lots of fast strumming and at times an overloaded soundscape, there's both pocket and swing here, and enough space and pause to allow reflection. Their influence on the 60s coffeehouse scene and artists like Dylan and Baez and songwriters like Nero is also worth noting. Listening to this has given me pause to reconfigure my own understanding of the 50s folk boom, in particular its origins, but also its divergences. Very cool.